The old house on Willow Lane had been abandoned for years, its windows shattered, and its walls crumbling. But when the thunder rolled in, the house seemed to come alive, as if the storm awakened something that had long been dormant. It was on one stormy night that Emily found herself seeking shelter there. The storm had hit suddenly, with lightning streaking across the sky and thunder booming so loudly that it shook the ground. Soaked to the bone, Emily spotted the house through the sheets of rain and, despite every instinct screaming at her to stay away, she hurried toward it. The door creaked open on its own as she approached, inviting her in. Inside, the air was musty, thick with the scent of decay. She shivered, but it wasn't just from the cold. Thunder crashed again, this time louder, and with it, the lights flickered to life. A dim, ghostly glow filled the hallway, casting long, eerie shadows. Emily could hear the echo of her own footsteps as she walked deeper into the house, but it wasn't long before she realized she wasn't alone. A sudden, sharp clap of thunder rattled the walls, and in its wake, Emily heard a whisper, faint but unmistakable. It came from the walls themselves, as if the house were speaking to her. "Leave," it murmured. "Leave now." Her heart raced, and she turned to flee, but the door she had entered through was gone, replaced by a solid wall. Panic set in as she frantically searched for another way out, but the house seemed to shift and change with each flash of lightning. Then, in a moment of blinding light, she saw them, figures in the darkness, their eyes glowing like embers, watching her. The thunder rolled again, and this time, it was accompanied by a sound that froze her blood, a low, guttural growl that echoed through the house. The walls began to close in, the air growing thick and suffocating. Emily's breath came in ragged gasps as the whispers grew louder, more insistent. "You shouldn't have come here," they hissed. "Now you'll never leave." The storm outside raged on, the thunder booming with a force that shook the very foundation of the house. And with each crash, the house seemed to draw closer, the walls squeezing tighter, until there was no room left to move. In the final, deafening roar of thunder, the house consumed her. The storm passed, the sky cleared, and the house on Willow Lane stood silent once more, its secret buried deep within its walls, waiting for the next unsuspecting soul to wander in. The house had a history, though few knew it. It was said that those who took shelter there during a storm were never seen again. But no one could prove it. After all, who would dare enter the house during a thunderstorm?